Hello and welcome back to my channel, Ask Nolan. Today we're going to be taking a look at a 6th grade math problem dealing with unit rate. And actually we'll be taking a look at two of those questions. So let's go ahead and start with this first one. Andrew drove 456 miles in 8 hours. What is the unit rate in miles per hour? Remember, to determine unit rate, you always divide. And in order to figure out what you have to divide, it tells you right here, unit rate in miles per hour. So for this one, you'll get the unit rate by doing miles divided by hours. Or you can write it as a fraction as well. But either way, whatever those numbers are, those are the two numbers that you divide. Whenever they tell you what the unit rate is or the units, that's the order that you divide them in. So we're going to be dividing 456 miles divided by 8 hours. So I'm going to just pull up my calculator real quick. So this is the handheld calculator. We would just type in 456 divided by 8 equals 57. So the unit rate is 57 miles per hour. And then we just bubble that in. Remember, when you're doing the bubble in, you cannot put the answer in the middle. So let me just show y'all what that means. You can't do this. You can't just put it right there, okay? Or you can't have it right here. It has to be all the way to the left or all the way to the right. So those right now, if you put it there or if you put it like right here, those don't count. It has to be all the way to the right or all the way to the left, okay? So we'll go ahead and bubble that in. 57, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. All right. But the main thing I want you to remember is whenever you're trying to determine unit rate, you divide, okay? Let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 reads, a cashier at a local bank served 4 customers in 20 minutes. Select all of the equivalent rates. Okay. Well, here, if we look at these answer choices, sometimes it's minutes per customer, sometimes it's customers per minute. So we need to be able to write out both. So if you do customers on top, it would have to be 4 customers divided by 20 minutes. Now we could, or it could be 20 minutes divided by 4 customers. Okay. So let's check to see if any of those make the cut. A doesn't make the cut because the units are incorrect. The minutes should be on the bottom with 20 and customers should be on the top with 4. So A is not correct. E is correct. E looks like this one right here, right? If you notice, okay. All right. Now the rest of them we'll have to simplify our fractions to see what comes up. So let's go ahead and do that. So let me pull up my calculator. Remember, we'll just be dividing. So here's the calculator. And we'll do the 4 divided by 20 first. And I'm going to show you something with this calculator. This button right here, ABC, you can actually type in fractions and it'll give you simplified fractions. So 4 ABC 20, and I hit equal, that makes 1/5. So another way to write this one, we could put 1 customer and every 5 minutes. Okay. Now, another way we could do this is to figure out what 1/5 is as a decimal. Okay. So let's go back to the calculator and let's just type in 1 divided by 5. 1, division button, 5, and then you put equals. So it could be, it's 0.2, so we could put 0.2 customer for every minute or per minute for every 1 minute, okay? All right. Now, the other ones, these here, on the other side. This would be 5 minutes, because we're just flipping everything. 5 minutes for one customer. And then this would be 1 minute spent on 0.2 of a customer, which isn't even a whole customer. Okay, but either way, this is how you write the different things. Now we just need to select our answers. 5 minutes, one customer, that's right here. Oops. That's right here. So that's B. That's correct. 0.2 minutes per customer. No, the units are in the wrong place, so that's not going to work. 0.2 customer per minute. That's right here. So that'll work. And then F, we didn't have that at all. So the number, the 2/5 is wrong there. Okay. And that's how we do that. So remember, the whole thing with unit rate is about dividing and making sure you set your fractions up properly. Just the thing I want to point out here, remember, you had to make sure your units are in the right places, okay? If you're going to put customers on top, then the number that goes with customers goes on top. But if you're going to put customers on the bottom, then the number that goes with customers has to be in the bottom, all right? All right, y'all have a good day.